The divine wanted me to share a quick message, and I actually wrote this one down, so I'm going to read it. It says, when we ask, the divine will do whatever it takes to deliver. It will take multiple angles and avenues until we acknowledge, recognize, and receive the answers to our prayers. The truth is, it's always been there. The recognition is important. And that's sort of the message that I've been getting is a miracle has occurred. And this miracle is an answer to our prayers that we've been separating from something that was keeping us from receiving that answer, from acknowledging it and recognizing it. And the change has taken place, and it is still continuing to take place, of us entering into a new way of being. And what I'm hearing right now is we don't have a choice. And a lot of what's been leading up to this, and really what's been leading up to this since the beginning of the year, I mean, we can go back from cycles upon cycles ago, but there's no beginning and end to cycles when you really get down to the nitty gritty of it. It's just always constant, multiple layers of things happening at once. But since the beginning of this year, there's been a lot of energy at work that's been separating us from old things so that new things can come into place. And this is dealing at the root with our consciousness and separating from an old way of seeing, an old consciousness, an old way of perceiving and experiencing. And now the new one is starting to come online, but the new one isn't definable. It isn't something we can place in a box. And really, because this is a Neptunian year, the more open and receptive and surrendered we can be to these changes taking place, the more space we have for our prayers to be answered, for miracles to take place in our life, for our heart's desires to really come into manifestation, and to give the divine that grace of understanding, okay, we're always co-creating with the energies. We can't manifest on, on command, on demand, but at the same time, we're in a very powerful, powerful energy of things happening in ways we don't expect, because Neptune in Pisces is the energy of miracles. It is the energy of faith and not really understanding, but seeing things that happen that, we can't put into logical terms or logical words. And a lot of information too is coming in this way that we might not be able to explain the changes we're feeling or what we're feeling or how we're seeing differently and how we're feeling differently, but we understand it. And the understanding is always felt through the body. If we don't feel it through the body and we haven't felt it through experience, then we don't understand. We just know, and we're purely in the mind, which is a trap. The mind is only a gift when we allow it to be a part of a holistic system within ourselves, that we're not denying the mind, but at the same time, we're not just living in it and allowing it to drive the ship too much. Understanding comes through the body and the holistic aspect of ourselves, not just the physical body, but also our energetic bodies, our spiritual bodies. So a lot's shifting, a lot has shifted, and there's been this separation taking place of an old world, an old way of us experiencing really is and has been getting the death kiss. And we're not done with it yet. We're still in mid-process, and who knows how long it will take. I haven't really asked them that. Intuitively, I'm getting this is a year-long process because, again, we are in a Neptunian year. But they're saying that when we acknowledge and recognize our prayers being answered, we are also opening ourselves up for more miracles to happen in our lives, on one hand. On the other hand, and to reiterate this, is we are always manifesting and we're always receiving the answers to our prayers, and the divine will not stop. Once the heart has defined it, or once we have decided on something, and it's in alignment, and it's in alignment with our hearts, and it's in alignment with our destiny or our life path, the divine will not stop until we get to that point where we can start seeing and recognizing. And as soon as we do, we break into a higher level of consciousness. And this is an ongoing process. It's really ultimately a lifelong process. It's one of the reasons I believe we're here on this planet, is to evolve and to raise our consciousness. And as each of us so does everyone else on this planet. And it is a really beautiful, beautiful way of really manifesting a better world. And this huge evolution we're in is magical. And if we slow down, rest, and pay attention enough right now, we just might be able to perceive it with our bodies. So I'm sending love and wishing you well. Bye.